You can see them staring back at you as you walk by on a chilly October evening. They watch you from doorsteps and porches. The jack-o'-lanterns are everywhere. How did such a simple fruit get such a frightful reputation? It all began when the Irish arrived in America and brought with them their ancient tradition of carving turnips and gourds as protection against malevolent spirits on All Hallows' Eve. The one night of the year where the line between the living and the dead becomes blurred. Pumpkins, which are indigenous to North America, were soon found to be easier to carve than their smaller cousins and have become a symbol of Halloween ever since. So, how do you carve one? It's actually quite easy. While the traditional design of 2 eyes and a mouth are prevalent throughout Halloween's haunted history, the more elaborate designs are just as easy to carve and can be quite effective. In this demonstration, we'll be carving a detailed design based upon a pre-drawn pattern. Patterns are usually included with store-bought carving kits, and many can be found online. And with a little practice, you can always draw your own. To begin, choose a pumpkin that's roughly the dimensions of the pattern you've chosen. Give special attention to any bumps or grooves on the surface of the pumpkin, as these can actually be used to give some texture to your finished design. Next, prepare your surface area. Cover your table to make cleanup easier and have a bowl nearby for the parts you won't need. For the tools of the trade, many store-bought carving kits have mini saws, pokers, and scrapers included. And you can always use traditional knives and spoons to rough cut the general pieces of your design. With a sturdy knife, cut an opening at an angle around the stem, allowing room for cleaning out the pumpkin and placing your illumination inside. Include a notch to make replacing the lid easier. Next, remove the bulk of the seeds and strings. Then, with a scraping tool, smooth out the interior of the pumpkin. Clean out as much debris as you can and smooth out the inside base for your illumination. Securely tape your pattern design to the pumpkin surface. Then, transfer the pattern by gently poking holes along the lines of the design. These push-pin holes will be your guide for sawing. When you've finished every line, remove the pattern and save it for carving reference. Start by carving out the smallest pieces first, connecting the dots as you go. Generally, you want to work your way out from the center, saving the largest areas for last. For sharp corners, pull out the saw and reinsert, as twisting the blade could snap the thin metal. When a shape is completely cut out, gently poke out the piece with your fingers. Once you've removed all the cut pieces, compare your design to the paper pattern. Placing a flashlight inside the pumpkin will allow you to see the holes clearly. Use the detail saw tool to correct and finish the design. You can also thin out areas of the pumpkin to allow more light to show through the surface by trimming any excess pumpkin flesh. Wipe down your pumpkin with a moist rag or paper towel to remove any hanging bits or pieces. Finally, put an illumination inside the pumpkin, like a candle, glow stick, or small light, and bring your jack-o'-lantern to life. With practice and patience, you can turn any pumpkin into a
Halloween monsterpiece.